You know, I get asked a lot, Lane, what is the coolest experience or the best experience that you've ever had in Airsoft? And you know, that question really made me think because I've been playing Airsoft for quite a while and I didn't really know how to answer it the first time I was asked. So, in today's video, I want to talk about what I personally think was my coolest experience in Airsoft, and I want to ask you guys, what is the coolest experience that you have ever had? Make sure to let me know down in the comments below. And I know today's video is a little bit different than normal, but I thought this would be a fun topic to discuss, and overall a pretty light one at that. So I just want to say that there's one that came to mind, however, I don't think it's the coolest experience I've ever had. So, tons of years ago, because I've been playing Airsoft for a while now. So, back when I was wee little BB Warrior, I was probably like 12, 13 years old, I went to my first indoor field, Hudson Valley Airsoft, in where else? The Hudson Valley. They are still open, which is pretty cool. And this was an interesting day, not only because I was running cameras for the first time ever. That I thought, like back then, I was super into Airsoft on YouTube and watching like Jet or Airsoftology. I used to really be into gameplay videos. I'm watching them. And I was running my own camera. I thought that was the coolest thing, and this was before the BB Warrior was even a thought in my mind. I was running my buddy's because he ran a small YouTube channel at the time. So not only was it my first time going indoors, it was my first time running a camera, which was pretty cool for me. So, you know, I was indoors, I had a stock G&G combat machine, and I had some sort of handgun. I don't remember. Oh, I had a KWA pistol. So there was, the way that the field was designed, there was in the middle of the field a wall, and on one side, or each side, both teams would pretty much just stack up and kind of shoot like this, but no one would ever go on the other side of the wall. It was a weird field design back then, and it has changed since the last time that I've been there. And me, wee little BB Warrior, I was kind of afraid of getting hit indoors because it was closer than I've ever played before, because I always played outdoor. So I was a little bit worried and kind of scared, like all little kids that play Airsoft are, about getting hit up close. So in this moment, I was like, I will never have this experience again running a camera, because at the time I never really thought about running a YouTube channel. That wasn't really my thing. So I walk around the wall, and don't I bang bang 7 people. This little kid going bang 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 bang, and I got 7 people. I thought that was the coolest thing, and I survived. I got back on the other side of the wall and kept shooting at people with the combat machine. I thought that was the coolest thing ever. And I don't have the footage today. I wasn't able to find it on his YouTube channel. If I do, I'll probably post it on Facebook or Instagram at some point. But, oh, that was so cool. And that really got me into indoors and more of the urban play style, which is more of what I prefer now, actually. Oh, it brings back nostalgia being there. I wish I could go to that field more. They're quite the drive for me. But it is a fun field, even today. I went last winter, and I had a blast while I was there. So, the one that really comes to mind as the best experience of mine is a little bit more of a newer one. This was last year at American Milsim's Faded Giant 5, and just like the last one, this was a first for me. This was my first American Milsim event, and I had a blast. But this was also my first event at the GTI. Now, I'd love to go back to the GTI. It was such a fun AO. I know a couple of companies are starting to host there. Now that some of the other places in the South aren't really accepting any more Airsoft events there, so more events are at GTI. It is quite the drive from where I live, probably about 18 hours or so, but got to get my Milsims going. So, anyways, we're at GTI. First night was pretty cool. I went around to all the vendors, talked to them about products and whatnot. Got to see the Avalons before they released. And then the first day of play was a little weird. Our squad got broken up, and we were pretty much halved, and I was with all the guys over at Gun Gamers. So our squad kind of got halved, and it was me, Eric, and 2 other guys. And someone came up to me who I had no idea who they were at the time. We were just sitting in our fob, kind of steaming because, we got split up, and that wasn't very a good thing. And someone came up to me. I didn't know who they are, but now I do. It was Woodcock of Woodcock Stone on Instagram, a father and son team who play Airsoft together. And he's like, hey, you guys want to do something cool? So we're like, well, yeah, I want to do something cool. So we did the TACMED course at American Milsim. We were just pulled all out of the fob to go do this event. And that was easily the coolest thing I have ever done in Airsoft. So if you're unfamiliar with what the TACMed course is, it's for tactical medicine. I believe that's what the acronym for it is. So essentially, what it was an event. It was in a multi-story tower. I believe there was like 5 stories to it. And the scenario at hand was, hey, there are 2 active shooters in the building. They have some people hostage, things like that. So we were sent up a couple flights of stairs, and I was with, we were doing this with a couple of the guys from the Evite crew. I know Miguel was our squad leader for it, and a couple of other guys who I don't remember, so I apologize. But so we're going up these stairs, and I'm super hyped because again, this is my first AMS event. I'm like, holy crap, this is Milsim. So we run through the door, going at them. There's smoke, people screaming, fake blood everywhere. And of course, as I go through the door, doesn't my Crytek gearbox lock up? So I get behind a wall, I switch it in the full auto, clear it, throw it back to semi. And we're blasting people with flashlights on and everything. I mean, there are people screaming that their legs are blown off and things like that. And oh my god, that was immersion. That was easily the coolest thing that I have ever done in Airsoft. We take all the enemies down, which are actually the guys over at Elite Force. So we take all those guys down, and we secure all of the wounded. And one of the guys is like, bro, I can't walk. And the one thing that I didn't do because I was pulling security with Eric is, they're applying fake tourniquets to them. They're throwing them on stretchers, things like that. And because, again, this is my first event, this is all going on during the fight between UFS and Cost. So we had to take all these guys down out of the building, obviously. So we go, Eric and I are pulling security on some doors because, we're afraid that Cost is just going to roll through the door and roll us all while we're trying to take these wounded out. Because this was all just a part of the game, like in the middle of it. So, then we're like, all right, gotta go down the stairs. BB Warrior, you take point. So, I'm clearing these stairs down, and because it's kind of a unique thing, I've never had clear stairs going downward. So, I was so afraid I was gonna get shot between, like, each step because it was just open. I was afraid I was gonna get my legs blown off, or BB War blown off. So, we get to the bottom of the stairs, and I peek the final corner. Isn't there, like, 3 dudes at the bottom? So, we start trading shots. The wounded are like, dude, I gotta get out of here. Please, I am dying. So I'm like, hey, any chance you guys are UFS? We were all UFS. They're like, yeah, what are you? And I was like, yeah, I'm UFS too, man. We got some wounded up here. So, they're like, what? They're like, is that real? I'm like, nah, man, it's just part of the BB Wars immersion. So, we take them down, and that was so cool. And then they're like, hey, man, we're going to do another one. You guys want to do that? It's going to be a little bit different. I was like, cool, yeah, we're going to do that. That was so cool. My adrenaline was pumping, and I think that's one of those things that you definitely can't get anywhere else. American Milsim does a great mixture of being a fun, dynamic game and being kind of cinematic and things like that. It really gets your immersions going, and I can't wait to go to some more American Milsim events. And we did another one in more of this kind of like urban junkyard sort of area at the GTI. It's kind of hard to explain. It was right next to that big tower that we were just in, and oh god, it just gets my adrenaline up just thinking about it. So that there is easily the coolest experience that I have ever had in Airsoft. It's one of those things that you don't really think about, and it's one of those things that makes me glad that I brought my GoPro because I was able to get some footage from it. That was super cool. So I definitely, as someone who doesn't like to run their camera that often in Airsoft, I'm never going to not have my camera at a Milsim event because stuff like that just doesn't happen every day, and not just to make YouTube videos, because it's obviously what I do as a content creator here. It's nice to be able to look back on it and see that and be like, holy crap, that was cool. And it brings back some really, really good memories. But I want to know, what was the coolest experience that you guys have ever had in Airsoft? Was it at a Milsim event like myself, or was it at more of your local pickup game? Did you get like some, super cool kill streak or tomahawk kill across the map? Make sure to let me know down in the comments below what the coolest experience that you guys have ever had. But that is going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for staying until the end. If this was your first time here, I would love to have you join our community by hitting that subscribe button down below, and while you're at it, make sure to hit the bell icon next to it to get updates when we post new videos every Tuesday and Friday here on the channel. And just as a reminder, if you want to help support the channel, well, first off, thank you so much for watching our videos. That is more than I ever could have asked for. But BB Warrior patches are in stock. They are $7 shipped in the United States, an extra $1 if you live anywhere else in the world, which is $1 for worldwide shipping. I think is pretty good. So if you'd like to pick one up and help support us, that goes to getting better equipment to in turn make better, higher quality videos for you guys. But thank you so much for watching this video. Social media links are in the description below and on the end card. This has been Lane from the BB Warrior talking about my coolest experience in Airsoft, and I will see you all next time.